Today we will be testing Detrended Ehlers leading indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing Detrended Ehlers leading indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 605 indicators, with 249 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these indicators and strategies on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is Detrended Ehlers leading indicator. And so we tested this one yesterday, and we tested this one as the zero line cross. And so basically we have the oscillating line, not the black line there, but this oscillating line, when changing different colors. We basically, when it went below the zero line, we would go short. When it popped up above the zero line, we would go long. And so again, in the on the page from this indicator, the creator's page, he explains that he had used it as a cross, and I'm not 100% sure if the cross was this line here, the two lines. It was on screen, I believe, on the indicator's page, but the creator Cheat Country said that using it as a cross didn't really seem to make or have any rhyme or reason to how it gave signals, basically. And so that kind of indicated to me that it would be a little bit more sporadic and not really kind of line up with price action. We've seen that with a few other indicators, and so that's why I thought that it would be best to try it as a zero line cross first. And then whenever I turned on the black line here, it does seem like it makes some sense with what's happening with the price action. So I figured we'd go ahead and test it as just a simple cross. So when the black line crosses up above the color changing line, then we will go long. When it crosses down below, we will go short. So let's give that a shot and see what we can get out of this. Alright, so the first signal that we get is a short signal. We see that black line crosses down below the color line there. and you can see that we get a nice push to the downside. I mean, it consolidates for kind of just a moment here and then pushes down pretty nicely, getting us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so we pick up our second signal right here. We get that cross. The black line crosses up above the colored line there, and we get a really nice push to the upside right there, also getting us to take profit. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we got our third signal right here. Again, that cross loosely to the downside. I mean, it goes to the downside of the line, even though it's pointing up rather sharply right there. But we get our entry right here, right at the top of this move, and then price rolls over the top there and takes a nice little drop to the downside there. So another winning trade there, getting us to take profit. Let's go ahead and finish out the rest of the year then. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. That pretty much says it all right there. We have 1, 2, and 3 trades, and we have 1, 2, and 3 winners. Interesting. Now, I knew that this way of using the indicator definitely wouldn't give us as many trades as the last way that we tested it, and so that is a little bit of a concern. I mean, only 3 trades, even though it got the 100%. 3 trades is not that many to base, a full judgment on. Of course, we'll test this more thoroughly in the next step of the process of testing indicators, and so we'll kind of see what it's able to do on a little bit more thorough testing. But I will say that I am kind of confused. I'm not sure exactly what the creator of the indicator was referring to when they were talking about the indicator not really making any sense. Maybe I just misunderstood what they wrote. Not really sure, because even in the color switch in the line itself seems to kind of coincide with price action rather well. I mean, it's not wonderful, but definitely when it turns green, price action seems to be heading upwards. When it turns red or maroon, it seems to be heading downward. And so yeah, it's got me kind of baffled in that aspect. But yeah, I think this one might be worth testing more thoroughly, or at least putting it on a lower time frame to see what that'll do. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the yes list, and we'll move on to the next indicator from here.